that jumped on. It was JT Joy Seeker. And then I think that's
amazing.
Worth a hello.
Hey, everybody.
An
Hi.
Expedition
First
Food
person
Art.
on.
Valerie for love.
I love it. Hey, everybody. Welcome on today. I'm so excited. We have been working really hard today. We've got all kinds of things going on. And I just did a great podcast today to share our strength. No Kid Hungry, who we are big supporters of and partnered with on our t-shirts. Hashtag Fork the Virus. And all proceeds are going to No Kid Hungry and share our strength. So we're excited about that. So go on their website, and also you can get it through catcore.com. And you are donating to a great cause.
Kim,
so
Pink Lady, Mississippi says hello.
Hi,
Shout out.
Kim, Mississippi. Yes, I miss Mississippi, man. I'm thinking about my mom. This is Mother's Day this weekend.
Chris Clapp says hi. Regina says hi. Panda says hi.
Hi, everybody.
Panda said you just boosted her spirits, or his
I love
spirits.
It. I love that.
Carrie Garfield says hi.
Carrie, good to hear from you. Good to see you.
Valerie said she ordered a shirt.
I love it. Thank you so much, because we got mugs, we got shirts. Hashtag Fork the Virus. That's our mantra right now, because we will get through this, and we're going to prove it by building strength around it, and we're resilient. So what I've
Caramelized Onion says hi real quick.
Hi,
Jace from California says hi. Noto Kitchen says hello. Ohio. T. Comer says hello from Ohio. Kay Miller says hi from New York. Shelby says hi. Montreal says hi.
Canada.
Mireya from Pennsylvania. Just got a lot of awesome people saying hello.
Hey, everybody. Well, let me tell you what I've been doing while we've been saying hello is I've been starting my
real quick. Boozer says hi too.
Hey, Boozer. Hey, girl. We miss you. We miss you. Call us up. We miss saying hi to you.
Scotland too, South Carolina. Awesome stuff.
Amazing. We got a lot of people on. Well, let me show you what I've been doing. This is my refrigerator detox. I'm cleansing my refrigerator because in honor of Elissa Goodman, who's going to be our expert coming on today, and our dear friend as well. So what I did was I just went through it. I'm telling you,
and she beat cancer, and her husband both went through it.
Yes.
And she lost her husband.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. I want to talk about her journey with her, and you know, what I've done here, let me just tell you what I've done with the soup so you guys can be ahead with me. So what I've done is I added in all my veggies. You can see all these really great veggies that I added. These are all leftovers, by the way. And this is a great soup. Just chop up whatever you have and add it in. And then the detox part, that's detoxing your refrigerator. The detox body part is I'm also adding some turmeric in, which we all know is really great for our health. And we can talk to Elissa about that as well. And I'm also going to add in ginger. And I'm also adding in some chili, which is also good for digestion and other issues that you may be having, or for your gut. And that is, I added some jalapeno for spice. But I have the turmeric in here. I'm also going to add in lemon. I'm going to give it a squirt of lemon. And I'm squirting myself too. I actually like to squirt that on my soup right before I eat it because I love lemon. And then I'm going to add in, my last thing is I'm going to add in some fresh spinach. Some leafy greens we know is very good for us and nutritious. So I'm going to add in, so if you have kale or leafy greens, anything you need to use up as well. That spinach. Looks delicious.
You know how much I love ginger. I could eat ginger in anything. I could drink ginger with anything.
We do drink ginger. We drink ginger. We do shots of, I do these crazy shots of like just ginger, which is like... It makes my eyes roll back in my head and like my glands tighten up, but it's so worth it because I feel so much better. But I've got this soup going now. We're going to wait on Elissa to come on. But
she's here. I'm going to put her in.
All right. Just stir it. I'll see if I added some thyme in. Just put that in there as well. All right.
Do you put it back on the heat?
I am. I'm going to put it back on the stove.
Oh.
I'm going to put it. Hey!
Hello, girlfriend. Hi.
How are you?
Oh my God, that soup. That soup. I
God.
want that soup for dinner.
Well, I
Look
talked
how
about it.
And beautiful that looks and vibrant and
Thank
that
you.
is good
It's coming from you. I feel proud.
It's in honor of you.
It is.
The soup lady. I know those leafy greens. Oh my God.
All of that good
talking about
stuff.
those today.
Well, I said it's a detox for my refrigerator. And I said that is a thing. You can detox your refrigerator. And it's a cleansing soup as well because I added in some turmeric and ginger and, you know, all kinds of good things that, you know, I mean, you know soups. You have that soup cleanse, 5-day soup cleanse, a 7-day restart. You got your super seed bars. You got it going on.
And they're delicious.
How do you know all that? You know everything I do.
Because we've done it.
And we've done it.
I know you have. I know. You guys are some of my biggest fans.
We are. We really love what you're doing. We believe in what you're doing 1,000,000%. And we really wanted to highlight you today and celebrate what you do every day, because especially right now when people are at home, I know it's really tempting to, overeat, overdrink, over everything. And we're kind of stuck at home. And so I really thought it would be good for you to talk about, first of all, your journey is so courageous and so brave, and what you've been through. You've been through cancer. Your husband went through cancer, and unfortunately, he lost his battle with cancer. And this really motivated, and you had other health issues that you talked about due to stress, and what we kind of are talking about through this. So tell us a little bit about how this really, in my mind, kind of coincides with what we're all going through right now in the less is more.
Yeah, that's like a perfect entree, because a lot of us are, honestly, I have to be upfront with you. I'm stressed, even though I'm meditating, I'm exercising, I'm eating healthy, I'm sleeping really well. But I'm stressed about worrying about what the new future looks like. What's the new norm for me? So stress is stress. It doesn't have to be hardcore deadline stress, but just the anxiousness of, wow, this is the uncertainty of tomorrow. So,
absolutely.
And that does compromise our immune system. Stress is the number one thing that compromises the immune system. And then it's sleep, and then it's food. So those three things. And so I'm really trying to tell people, to balance their immune system, not talk about boosting it, because boosting it puts stress on them. They're like, oh, my immune system's not strong enough. Oh my God, I do have to do extra ginger shots or extra, veggie soup or more turmeric or, whatever it is. We're definitely, I don't want that for them, because who knows, maybe they're okay, but they just need to de-stress, sleep more, and eat real food. It's not hard, as you know that.
Foods. Yeah.
Real food.
Real food and whole foods. And I think that's a great message for people, because I think people are in this, oh my God, I don't want to get sick. I got to boost my immunity. I've got to get, all of these things. And it really is. I think, like you said, it's so simple. It's just about eating somewhat cleanly. It's about eating whole foods. It's about getting enough sleep. That's one thing. I always talk about that, because I know when I was younger, I didn't get any sleep. I thought sleep was overrated. I thought I'll sleep later when I'm, old. That's what we all say when we're young. And then when you
all do that, right?
When you hit your 50s or your late 40s, or I even think like your mid 40s and your 50s, you're like, sleep is real. That is some good stuff. I need to get more of it.
Yes. Yeah, your body resets in the night. It cleanses, it detoxes. That's when it does all its work. So if we get that shortened amount of sleep, when we don't get the hours it needs, when it's, the liver and the gut and everything's detoxing, we miss out on really getting to the core of getting healthier.
Yeah.
The body needs so much help with boosting the detoxing phase. That's what's happening right now. We're so toxic. We are full of bacteria and viruses, and we have all these heavy metals in our system. We're just kind of onslaughted with toxins. And so when a virus like this kind of comes in, our body actually is like, oh shit, I don't know what to do with you. I'm already toxic, so it's been really interesting. Are you feeling afraid of this virus at all?
Well, I think that it's very uncertain. We are hardcore quarantiners. I mean, when they even mentioned that there might be a virus, we went in, and we've been in for 2.5 months, going on our 3rd month. I mean, we only go out, and we go out with masks, gloves, basically, covered and completely, and it's only for essential things. And so we're pretty hardcore about it. And I wish everybody was, because I feel like that's what's going to stop this virus in a sense. And I wish everybody had that same mentality, that we all, if we just do this, we'll get back to life sooner, healthier, and safer. And
are you Are you afraid of getting it, Kat? Are you afraid of getting it and are you afraid of getting sick?
I'm not afraid of getting sick unless I go out and do things that are reckless, like not protecting myself. But I'm not doing that. So I'm not afraid personally of getting sick. I don't think Nicole is. I think we're doing all the right things. So for us, we're not really afraid of that part of it. I think the uncertainty that a lot of us are facing is all of our businesses are shut down. All of our restaurants are shut down. All of our production is shut down. Everything is stopped financially. And so I think that is the real scary part for, I think, a lot of people is what is it going to look like when we come out of this? What is when are we going to come out of this? When will we have a vaccine or some semblance of something that will help support our health if we go out? And I think those are the uncertain things. I think that's what really is starting to, take a toll on people. And I think that it's, all of us have to realize that we're all in this together. And I think the sooner that we all stay, safe and healthy, and
the sooner we might get through it.
Taking care of yourself while you're in quarantine the best you possibly can. And sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. I mean, look, we've all overnight become teachers. We're cooking more than ever in our homes. Cleaning, doing loads and loads of laundry, trying to homeschool all of our children. I mean, working from home. Everybody's trying to find a space to have a meeting or a Zoom meeting or a school meeting so it's
it is stressful.
Stressors.
Yeah. I just think what I see this opportunity right now with my clients and people that I'm coming in contact with is that people have to take charge of their health now. They really have to up the ante. We don't have a choice because when and if we do go back out there, which we are, we got to be healthier. We have to be stronger, we just have to be in a better mindset that we will get through it. If we do get it, we'll get over it. There are ways to get healthier. And we just have to up the ante of food and sleep and, the stress and just monitoring it all. Just hoping that we're on a better track.
So true. What are some tips for people who are watching, who they're like, gosh, I've really slipped through this quarantine. It's been really, depressing. I've gotten off track. I've gotten off my path. Maybe I'm not eating as healthy. Maybe I'm drinking too much. Maybe I'm doing, other things that aren't healthy. What are 3 tips to get people that are easy for people that are in maybe a funk? What are 3 tips that you as an expert can tell people to get back on track, to help them get back on track?
Well, the one thing that really helps me is in the morning, take about 30 minutes before I start my day to reconnect with myself, with my heart, just ground myself. It's whether it's quiet or with a meditation that's scripted. And then I write down my fears. I have anxieties, I have fears. I write them down in my journal. Like some days I write the same thing down in my journal just to get it out of my system, because we all have fears. We all have anxieties. So we got to get it out of our body. We got to get it out of circulating in our head, because we're just constantly thinking about it. So I write it down. Then I put 3 things down that I want how I want my day to go. I want it to be heartfelt. I want it to be calm. I'm trying to just get back in touch with myself and my heart and know that there's no uncertainty even when we aren't in quarantine. That we didn't have uncertainty prior to the quarantine, right?
Yeah.
That was going on. So to not be so afraid, because I know I have a tendency to go there. That's a huge one. Just to write down my thoughts, and before I go to bed, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, just so I don't think about all the negativity. And I never repeat those 3 things. I have to sometimes really search for things to be grateful for, but and then, I am a huge juicer, and that has been a lifesaver for me when I had cancer, going through my autoimmune stuff, my celiac. I mean, I juice greens, and I love the whole celery juice thing with the medical medium. I mean, celery juice can lower viral loads in your intestines, your colon. It detoxes your liver. It hydrates you like crazy. So if you just get a Breville juicer on Amazon, which is about $170. Stick some organic celery and drink it, or maybe a little lemon. You could be way ahead of everything for yourself. It actually cleanses your blood. It's great for the liver because that's where all the toxins go through. So I'm a fan of green juices and spiritual stuff.
Let me ask you something. I've never been a fan of celery. It's super hard for me to eat. The taste of celery, I can never get used to it unless it's like chopped
It's just
so
gross.
fine. I've just never enjoyed it.
Unless it's pureed and hidden in something.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know it's there.
Yeah. Because the taste is so strong. It's really either like you like it or you don't like it. Is there something you could put in a celery juice that would make it taste different but still
better?
give you the effects?
How about adding lemon? Do you think that would help? You can have some lemon. I mean, would that help or not?
Maybe.
It is when it's juiced, it's not as strong for some reason, but you might think differently. I don't think it's as strong because a lot of people say that. I mean, I've had miracle stories of people healing with digestive issues and skin issues. And I mean, it's been really incredible. And he's back on the scene with a new book called Cleanse to Heal, The Medical Medium. And it's sort of brilliant. But if you don't like celery, I would do cucumber. Do you like cucumber juice?
You love cucumber.
Yeah. Cucumber is great.
So cucumber juice is really great at calming down, like cleansing the kidneys, calming down the body. Like if you have a fever, you would want to drink cucumber juice to calm down a fever.
Oh, wow.
So it's really good. So celery, cucumber, I kind of do lemon, ginger, parsley, romaine. So just getting those greens in is like a liquid IV of vitamins and minerals that it bypasses your digestive system and goes right into the cells. It goes into the bloodstream first, goes into the cells. It's pretty miraculous. I mean, a lot of people think, oh my God, you're taking away the fiber. That's not good. But you hope that most of us get enough fiber in our diet. If we eat salads and if we eat legumes and beans, and we usually get enough complex carbs. But, I love the no fiber in the juice just because it's not a meal for me. It's just a vitamin mineral drink, really. And we are so dehydrated. Our organs we're not getting enough minerals. The minerals are what help the water go into the cells. So those juices are super hydrating for our organs.
That's amazing.
And so then the organs can detox the chemicals and all the stuff that's in them, the bacteria, the viruses, that can get it out of the organs, and we can heal faster.
That's incredible. If people want to do a DIY, if they don't have a juicer, let's say you don't have a juicer, you're on a budget, you don't want to go to the grocery store, can people just put things in a blender and either strain it, or do you have any suggestions for that?
It would kind of be the same thing. You could do celery, cucumber, romaine, lemon, ginger, just that is powerful. It's not really strong tasting, so most people love it. And I just don't like to put I don't put fruit in my smoothies or my juices or like in a blender. I just think it's too much sugar, but you could totally do that and drain it. Or you can drink it just from the blended drink. That's totally great too.
Chunkiness.
Do your daughters, do they follow in your footsteps? Do they eat healthy? Do they follow the same?
Yes. They go in and out. It's like when I'm forcing it on them, they're like, it's too much. I'm definitely a little bit in their face. With my personality, I'm a little aggressive, which is not a good thing. I got to chill out.
But you just want the best for them.
Yeah.
I do. I absolutely do. And I notice a difference when they eat well. And they're happier. They're mentally happier. They're calmer. They just hormonally.
I think we all are. I think it's just sometimes when you get off track, it's very hard to get back on track. So that's why I was asking that, because I know that in quarantine and when you're on lockdown, to go to a restaurant, we're not able to do our usual socializing. We're very social. Also, most of us are social people. I know that people get in a funk, and then they tend to, not take care of themselves as much.
Right. and also emotionally eat, right? They eat too much sugar,
Yeah.
or they eat too much dairy or gluten or stuff that maybe processed foods, right? I mean, I know, notwithstanding, like, food supply is a little bit, and, not, some people can't get fresh food. So I understand that, which is really hard. And they're going to eat more processed food, and they're going to probably eat emotionally because they're kind of sad and, worried and a little depressed at what's happening, and, the one thing I would say to that is, if you could just watch your sugar intake. It's like sugar is so acidic forming in the cells, and it just causes inflammation in the body. It's probably one of the worst things. If you just could watch your sugar and the processed foods, you'd be ahead of the game too. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
It's really that sugar.
Somebody asked,
Because sugar causes cancer.
Somebody asked, I don't know if you know this or not, but somebody asked this question to you. They directed it to you. Can I take silica and MSM together?
They absolutely can. Yes.
Oh, cool.
And I take silica ongoing every day. Silica is a precursor to collagen. So I put silica in my water every morning with zinc, liquid zinc, and a liquid probiotic and a liquid vitamin D. I'm a supplement junkie. But MSM is great for detoxing.
Well, I'm detoxing the fridge today.
You're detoxing, like, that's a beautiful detoxing soup.
I think that this is a good start too for people that want to just figure out how do I use some of these things that I have in my freezer, my fridge, canned things right now.
Leftovers.
Like legumes and beans and chickpeas. Like, I put chickpeas in this too. And leftovers. Yeah. How can I use this? And I think it's really adding things into a nice, veggie broth or even water, and adding in things like turmeric, ginger, a little spice maybe, if you're okay with spice, adding that in too, to get all of those, like you said, all those organs working and functioning, and our guts in good health. And this is what I did today. Your soups and your salads, when we do it, they're like,
and your treats,
they're like a gift from God. We just get them.
My super seed bar. Well,
so
that soup you're making looks really salivating, but the thing I wanted to say about that soup and what you're doing, it doesn't feel like it's that hard, right, to make.
No, it's so easy.
What it's doing for somebody, we just don't eat enough vegetables, Kat.
Yeah.
We eat we eat a lot of animal protein. We're sort of eating more fat. We're eating more saturated fat, but we're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And we're not eating we might just like broccoli, or we might just like asparagus, but we don't eat a combination of things, right?
It's so true. And I think that's why something like this is so simple. And then you just squeeze some lemon on it. You could even crack a little pepper on it. And I think something like this, and that's why it was so important for us to have you on, because I think in this day, and people need to hear some ways that they can stay, that are easy and doable and approachable, that they can stay healthy during this time. Because I think it is a really stressful time for people. And, your story about stress, I truly believe everything you're saying about stress and what it really does. It's something we can't see. We just feel it. And I know that it does affect our bodies in so many ways. And I'm so happy that you're doing this. Is everything okay with your business and everything you're doing? I know you're doing Zoom consultations.
I'm so lucky that I get to nourish and nurture people during this time. I can't even tell you, I want to cry, because I feel so lucky that I get to do what I love, and then to be able to, like feed people in a way that is just warm and good energy and good vibration and just healthy. And the business is awesome. Like all of that. I'm just so lucky. I just turned 60, right?
I can't even believe it.
You look amazing.
Did you just have a birthday?
Amazing.
Did you just have a birthday too?
I just did, April 3rd.
April, so are you an Aries as well?
I am an Aries. Yes, Aries.
Aries are like trouble. They're just, you can't ever.
My wife can attest to that. Yes.
I bet she can. I bet
the best trouble.
We don't stop until we get it right. Right? It's like
that's right. That's true.
But yeah, I just feel the best I've ever felt. I feel better than I did when I was 30. So
I do too. I feel this. I feel exactly the same way. I feel so good, and you know what? I'm glad you said that. Is you really look amazing. I'm telling you.
thank you.
We will all be so lucky when we get to 60.
Yeah, I was so stressed about that 60, and then it came and went, and then it was like, oh, well, it's right. I can't do anything about the number, but it's just fun to be able to live the lifestyle and to be able to meet people like you who are also giving such good things to the world, you know, and offering such wonderful recommendations to people like that can uplift them and can make them healthier. So it's the simple things.
It was funny. Somebody did a comment. Somebody posted a comment. They're like, the first recipe, Kat, on your website is this whipped strawberry milk. And how is that healthy? And it's because she lives by that 80-20 rule. And she does, you still have childhood.
And we have 6 kids.
And you still, most of the things you do are really based in health and wellness, but then you do have these childhood memories and flavors that you like to revisit and put your twist on them. And
I mean, listen, you have to everything in moderation. You have to, I always live by the 80-20 rule. You can 80% of the time I eat very clean and healthy. And sometimes it's 90-10. And sometimes if I'm on vacation, I'm in Italy and there's, great pasta everywhere and wine, it might be 70-30, but then I jump right back on. But most of the time I live by the 80-20 rule. And there's nothing wrong with at times indulging and having something that you enjoy and then jumping right back on to that healthy diet the next day. So a healthy lifestyle, I should say. I don't call it a diet, but the healthy lifestyle again. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, I'm a big believer in that. You got to have a little fun.
Mom says you are so uplifting.
Hey, Mom.
Both of you.
Elissa, that's the way to live. You've got
Mom and Dad.
I live that way too. I love tequila. I love pizza. I love good pasta. I mean, I love cheese, but I never feel good afterwards. I'm very hungover from cheese and wine and the next day, but I still am going to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kat doesn't feel very good after cheese either.
I feel good after cheese. Wine, I will tell you, wine and that doesn't bother me that much. It should. I wish it bothered me more.
A little bit with allergies, though.
Just the allergy part, but otherwise, my head and everything's fine. I get up, cook pancakes at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm good.
Well, that's because
cheese part.
But that's because you don't really drink a lot.
But I don't really. But the cheese
part.
What
does she have a glass of wine?
Cheese.
Is that it? She just has a glass of wine.
Cheese. Yeah. I do love cheese, but I will say I was lactose intolerant when I was a baby, and I try to say I'm not now, but I'm still lactose intolerant. and Nicole gets to enjoy that part.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. I am too. I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't get enough cheese. It's addicting.
It's good so cheese. Addicting. I'm telling you. If I will tell you, my last meal would be like, give me some truffles, a big baguette, French baguette, some great cheese, and a bottle of red wine. Bye-bye. I love you all.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
No,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The 6 boys, do they love your food? The 6 boys, do they all eat everything you cook?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Really? Yeah, don't you, honey?
Oh, it's like
do.
A dream for them.
They do. Yes. They devour it.
I'm in a restaurant every night. Yeah, they try to put an order in. I'm kind of more like I'm kind of more of a prefix menu. They like to think sometimes we're an a la carte menu, but I like to stick to the prefix menu. This is what on the menu tonight.
But the cool thing is she cooks every day.
I do cook every day. I do enjoy it. Even before quarantine, I used to come home. It's kind of my zen place.
It's her bathtub.
I was going to say, are you tired of it? You're not tired of it, huh?
I'm not really tired of it. I will say, you know what? It definitely is a lot more than I cook a lot, but this is like 7 days a week, at least 3 meals. Sometimes it's 5 meals with boys, it's 5 or 6 meals a day. So, but
or girls, honey.
Or girls, but I don't want to say that. I don't have girls.
I'm a girl and I eat
but you got,
yeah, but
I'm the biggest kid.
You are. You're one of my biggest kids. But it does get to be a lot. I will tell you the homeschooling now. Homeschooling, that one I'm over.
I can just imagine. I just can't imagine that. I'm so lucky mine are older. Ugh.
Yeah.
But you guys are together right now, right?
So I have a 21-year-old who's graduating from University of Wisconsin Friday, virtual graduation. Not
Wow.
So she's
Congratulations.
been home for 2 months. It's great. Congratulations. But I think she finished her classes yesterday, and today she's like, oh, this is it. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't get to be with my friends. I don't get to party and really whoop it up. Like that kind of sucks.
I saw Michelle Obama and Barack Obama are going to do like a national commencement day.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. And they're going to have lots of guests. I thought that
really
was
cool
that's
too.
Cool.
Thoughtful.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
She's been with me, and I have 2 stepsons and another daughter, and they're all at their own places. So it's really just been the 3 of us. Mostly.
That's good that you guys have together.
And you're working on another book, right? You have your first book, Cancer Hacks, which we love, and you signed it for our son Gavin when he took a cooking class with you.
Oh, Gavin.
That was amazing. He was in this class. He was like 10 years old with all these adults, and he was fascinated by you. And he still talks about, you know, how you changed his life when it came to like where food came from. And
I love
it was really cool what you did and your story, and he read your book, and it was pretty cool
I still remember that picture of him. I remember, Nicole, the picture you sent of him in the car looking at the book when he when he left the cooking class. It was like,
he couldn't put it down.
You melted my heart.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm working on an autoimmune. I put after like 25 years of having Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism and celiac and lots of health issues, I finally put it into remission. It took about 3 years.
Thank God.
I'm trying to, you know, just tell my story about how you can heal you can heal anything.
Yeah.
Like that's what I believe. You can heal cancer and autoimmune and all kinds of things. I mean, I've seen stage 4 cancer heal. I've seen autoimmunes go into remission. I've seen diabetes, go off their insulin. So it's miraculous. Our body knows how to heal if you just give it the right stuff, the right food, the right, just the right environment.
The right balance of all those things.
Exactly, the balance.
Right balance. And that's what we're all seeking, in search of. And I think that it's, you're just a wealth of knowledge with this, because I mean, this has been your life, your passion, your legacy, and
now you're a healer.
We're so grateful to have you with all of your wealth of knowledge, share all of that with us today and ongoing. And what I'm asking everyone who comes on, my guests and my friends, is what is this teaching us?
Wait, you froze for a second. Did you say, what is this teaching us?
Yes. What is this teaching us?
You froze. Okay. So what this is teaching us is that we really need to tune in to ourselves and really take care of ourselves first and foremost. Like, just really honor who we are as people, because we're pretty incredible humans and our body is pretty incredible, and that we need to balance that stress, and we need to balance being healthy, because if we're going to go out into the world, back out into the world, and it is going to be stressful, we need to be ready, and we can be ready. I think that we are very capable of, surviving anything. So I think it's teaching us that we really need to put ourselves first, not in a selfish, self-absorbed way, but just really make sure that, we came into the world as special humans, and that we stay that way. We honor who we are and what we can do and what we can't do. And that we really do know that we are capable of anything. Just anything we put our minds to. That's what it's teaching us. And, it's like this slowdown period, beautiful for me. I know I'm a go-getter, and I'm always on the go. So I've loved not being out in the world, and now I'm having anxiety about going back out in the world.
We are too, by the way.
Right?
We are too. We share that sentiment with you. And, everything you just said is exactly right. I mean, it felt so good to hear that, because, I think this is a time for us to check in and to take care of ourselves. And I've always believed, and it took me a long time to do this, to start taking care of myself and being not, like you said, not in a selfish way, but in a way that if I'm not okay, I'm not going to be okay to anyone else around me, my children, my wife, my family. So I think that, you know, this is a great time for us to check in with that and recalibrate in many different ways. And I love that you said that because, you know, it's so true. And
Yeah.
you know, we just adore you. We love you. We love what you're doing. We love your message and all that you stand for. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me. I was so honored. My assistant was like, I have a new assistant. I think you probably remember my old assistant, Amber, but she's like, how do you know them? How did you get on that? How did you get with Cat Cora? I'm like, oh my God, girl, don't you know? So lucky.
You're amazing.
You are beyond amazing.
Thank you so much.
To meet people like you guys.
We're giving you a big food hug.
You too.
Keep in touch. We're here for you for anything.
Okay. Thanks, Nicole.
Always.
Yeah. See you later. Bye, guys.
Take care.
Much love.
Oh, that was a wealth of knowledge. Talk about amazing. And she knows her stuff when it comes to health. She lived through so many and had such a brave journey and come to this. And she took something and made it incredible out of those you know, hardships and those things that she went through with herself and her husband. So I love it.
And she uses food as a healing power, which I love.
Yeah, along with spirituality, along with other things. Well, I'm going to recap my detox soup. Remember, I'm detoxing the refrigerator, but also a great soup to cleanse and detox me and the family. So what I did was I just added in things that are leftovers. I had chickpeas and broccoli and cauliflower, and I've got tomatoes and peppers, and I put some jalapeno in it for spice, ginger, some turmeric, which is, all those things are great things for our body, carrot, and then I added in a little juice of lemon on it because it gives it a little vibrant flavor to it. It actually gives it this brightness. It kind of brightens all the flavors in here, and then you can add whatever you want after that. But this is a great base. Go in your fridge, detox it, clean it out, put it into a pot with some broth in it. Boom, you have an amazing soup.
Ruthie asked, or Ruth Howie asked, where did you get your phone bowls?
Oh,
you made them.
Phone bowls, we make those. We make these. This is what all the kids, when we have dinner or we have a meal, we set this out, and all the kids have, and us, have to put our phones in this bowl. This is a phone bowl, and we made it at Color Me Mine, right?
I think that's where we went, yeah.
We go there, we make a lot of different things for the family, or we make gifts at Christmas for different people that we love, and this was one. We made a few of these different phone bowls that we have, and every meal, every time we sit down together, which is 3 meals a day now, everybody's phone, including ours, goes into this bowl. So it's been great. And
Tara says hello from Toronto.
Hey, Toronto.
Panda 61704 said, I made a cake for my family and a cream cheese frosting, and their mom said it was the best, and she said she would eat it by herself.
Oh, I love that. That's so amazing. I love cream cheese frosting. Yum. Well, here we go.
My mom and your mom said that please make that for me when I visit that soup.
Oh, I'm going to make this for you, Mom.
Shout out.
These healthy things. I know you like to eat healthy too, so absolutely.
Dad is on too.
Hey, Daddy. Hi, Dad. Love you.
All right. Clark Kent said it's hump day, ladies.
It's hump day. Yes. This is it. We're over the hump, going into the weekend. Looking forward to it. And
somebody asked to do a lobster bisque one day, or something in that seafood vein. That was from Joe.
We'll do a shrimp bisque. Lobster's a little expensive right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it real.
That's cool. I like that, honey.
A little shrimp bisque.
Yeah.
I'll use some of the shells.
Pop said I love you. And Brianna says hello.
Oh, hi, Brianna. Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle this. I'm about to dig into this.
Love you too, Pops.
I love everybody out there. Look at this soup is.
Dig in.
Let me take a little bite of this because it is so good. I love this. Mmm. Wow. That's so good. I'm gonna taste the ginger and the turmeric, the spice, a little bit of hint of spice in it, and all the veggies. I mean, this is a way to take leftovers and make them real again. Like, just pop those flavors and do something completely different that just comes right out of the bowl at you. But I mean, it's like one pot and you have dinner, And if you want to add something to it, you can. I did this. It's totally vegan, but If you wanted to add some chicken in it or whatever, that's fine too, or some mushrooms, whatever you want to bulk it up with. The chickpeas have a lot of protein in them, so I just doubled up a little bit on the protein with the chickpeas. But this is dinner. This is gonna be so good. We're gonna feel so good tomorrow morning when we wake up, and all of our intestines and kidneys and liver is gonna be feeling good and ready to go for the next day. And that's the show, guys. We are on Hump Day. It's Wednesday. We're here in Quarantine Cuisine. We had Elissa Goodman. Thank you again, Elissa. You were amazing. Such a wealth of knowledge with cleansing and keeping us healthy out there. And you guys stay safe and healthy. I'm giving you all a big food hug. Until tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's Thursday. We have a special guest on tomorrow. We have a cool artist on. Elissa is going to be on tomorrow night. And Nicole, you work for Elissa. You know Elissa. We can't wait to talk to her about her food. And she's just going to be rocking it out. I can't wait to have Elissa on. Thank you, everybody. And big food hug. Mwah. See you tomorrow.